Welcome back, everybody. This is Brother Mutant here. Today we're going to continue our quest to beat Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Let's continue, shall we? Let's see here. I'm going to auto save. Hold on a second. Let's actually load. Make sure we're loading the right thing. Both doors locked. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I've had a workaround for this, so bear with me on this one. This is a glitch. I have to imagine it is. So something that should be reported, but I haven't done so. However, I got creative and decided I needed the ability to solve my own problems. So, for those of you that don't understand what we're talking about, know that we had the dragon fight. Or, sorry, I'm not calling it the dragon fight. We didn't fight a dragon. The fight with the dragon helping out at the very end over here. Hopefully, we didn't actually lose out on anything truly epic because there was some loot back there that we pretty much wanted to grab. Hopefully, it'll still be there, or it'll get swifted away by the people that we're going to send here to steal all the shit that we left behind. So hopefully that we'll be able to pick up anything that was epic, buy it back anyway. Point is, we can't get through said door because of the magical barrier. We can't get through this door because, again, it's locked, as you'll see here in a moment. See that? There's no visible blah, 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 whatever. Can't open the door. Now, we had, on the forums, I saw people were complaining about how this glitches out, this area, I should say glitches out. And if you want to solve this problem before you get to this area, there is this, let's see if I can see it here. I think it's this alchemy shop. I can't remember exactly what the sign tells you. But basically this area here unlocks. You're not meant to go in there, which I don't understand then why the hell it unlocked. But you're not meant to go in there because it actually causes this stuff to bug out. Some people are having issues where the dragon would talk to them and would never stop talking to them. It's just like a constant picture of them and the dragon. So there's a variety of issues. Now, some of them have clearly been resolved, or at least it didn't happen on my playthrough. But these doors being a glitchy mess is part of it. So if you recall from our last video, not only did this door not open and I teleported my rogue through, and then got to this spot and triggered the fight, which my whole party showed up at, which was awesome. Now we have the same problem again, though. Now we're trying to leave, and again, we're glitched out. And you may say, well, just teleport back over. Well, here's the thing here, right? So, again, I don't have my special ability to teleport. It's not a spell. So I don't have that available to my character right now, which really kind of fucking sucks. And then I thought to myself, oh, well, I have a wizard, and I have spells, and I have the dimensional door. Oh, son of a bitch, I'm out of dimensional door. And you see my problem. Well, this is where the point comes in. So now if you literally take your team and do a short rest, if you're lucky enough, you see this thing called Arcane Recovery, you can actually use your Arcane Recovery to get a higher level spell back. The way that works is you click it when it gives you the option, and it will get you a spell level equal to, I want to say, half your wizard levels, rounded up, I believe. So at level 1 or level 2, whatever it is, you have access to level 1 spell, and then at level 3 and 4, you have access to a level 2 spell, and you get the idea. So this will give us a level 3 spell back. Now watch this. So if we short rest it, and we get Arcane Recovery, and that literally is, you have to click it. Level 4 spell. Just good enough. I think level 4 is actually the one I needed now that I think about it. So now we want to cast the spell. Now here is my other problem. So when I did this last time, it gives us two options. Dimension door, you could dimension door yourself, or you could dimension door the people, the whole team. Well, it wouldn't let me teleport the team, even though I think I clicked the right thing. So let's actually prove that to ourselves. I'm going to abort that, I want to read it. Hold on a second. So we're going to go over here, we're going to Alt, transfers the caster and a friendly creature. Okay. So that's my issue. It really wasn't more than one of us, but it still only teleported one. So again, you can teleport again up to the set far. So what I would do is again just teleport over here, touch an optional ally to bring along. Okay, this is the thing that I was clicking too happy and I wasn't paying attention. So let's grab the rogue. Boom. Okay, so now the two of us are over here, and you may say, okay, fine, quick save of that mess. So you can open the door from this side, right? Nope. And you see the problem. We're still locked in. And again, part of this had to do with this stupid ass, what was it called?
This must have something to do with Adrastea's awakening.
Laboratory. That's what it was. This is laboratory. So again, we have half of our party, but we don't have the other half. So what the hell do we do? Well, I started to try to do things like interact with the harp. I tried to go back here, and there's like a resting zone or something back here. I I thought, hey, that maybe that will work. Watch how this works. If you don't have the whole party, it's they say, what the hell do you think you're doing, Sunshine? And it says, nope, you can't do it. So again, an annoying feature. Well, this time it let me do it. It must be because I have 2 people. So hopefully the whole party will be here is the point. Ah, nope. See, you must gather your party together. There it is. Okay, so it's after the fact. Kind of sucks. So then the other idea is, well, then what else might I be able to do to free this up? Well, it turns out when I come over here, instead of going downstairs, I tried to just teleport out of the area, and that allowed me to do it. So literally, we were able to say, you know what? Let's teleport to Kaer Keflin, our main base, and boom, we're all 4 there. And at that point, I don't know if the door's unlocked, but at the very least, we could get the hell out. So that solved the problem. Remember that we have to go back to there because, again, we were tasked by the dragon to kill off all the jackasses that were downstairs and basically causing a problem in their area. So something that we definitely want to do. But we're already here. We might as well turn in some shit. Notice how we have some people with exclamation points over their head, which is obviously people that we want to talk to. We have Legacy Council wants to speak with us. And we have, of course, gear that we want to deal with. So let's actually show you some of that. So inventory-wise, reorder. We had picked up some council stuff. Let's see if I can find it for you. If you hover over them, and it's a council item, the council item, like it will tell you which council would benefit from having this type of stuff. They'd be like, oh, they would really love to see this book of blah, blah, blah. Oh, by the way, special mention to whoever it was that told me about the handy haversack. Sorry about not doing that, guys. I have no idea what this actually does. Carrying capacity. I guess did my number go up? Let's see if I can tease out what the hell I just did. So we had, yeah, we go. Yeah, it did. Oh, you're so cool, man. Thank you for that. So the handy haversack is basically like a bag of holding, but unlike our bag of holding, which we literally keep in here, the bag of holding literally just increased my carrying capacity, I think. Or is that true? Oh, I have a bag of holding. Let's try this. Oh, God. Okay, so obviously only one person can have that, so let's give her her own. Well, let's actually give it to the wizard. Yeah. Oh, hell, she had 2. Oh, Jeebus. I've been doing this wrong all this time. Oh, you suck, Brother Mutant. Give me that. And the reason for that is, again, you see their carrying capacity gets better. And again, it's one of those things that just allows us to carry more. She's actually pretty much at the threshold. But again, now that we have that, I can pass off some of this shit to Brother Mutant, as he uses this for his crafting. Like the Angry Violet and the Daffodil. And just to be clear on this, I am aware of the fact that he doesn't need to be the one holding this shit. But it's one of those things that he might as well be holding it because, again, he's going to be the main crafting guy. We're going to pass over the main gems and stuff to him. But yeah, thank you for that tool tip. That was freaking really, really helpful, whoever you are. Sorry, I forgot your name already. But I didn't even realize that was something you had to equip. I just assumed that, like most games, where it's in your inventory, and of course now you have access to it. But that's very cool. That's very good, useful information. And the reason I didn't notice it probably was because she had that feat. So if you see her in her proficiencies, you can see the feat that we picked for her, a hauler feat. That was allowed her to like double her carrying capacity. It's just like a ridiculous amount of carrying capacity that this character has. So this number down here was already big. So I just assumed that it was working as per usual. So that was my mistake for not even realizing that. But my apologies. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So we're looking for items that the council might like. So again, if you start scrolling over these things, if they are important, let's actually just make sure we don't have anything here we need to read up on. Okay, and I imagine these are going to be the same. Well, let's just check it. We have these books and letters and such. And again, there you go. Something like this where it pops up and it says, hey, these are the 4 people that you could turn this into and get some kind of renown with them. Now, you see that the antiquarians are already crushing it. From what I understand, there's not enough stuff in this game to make everyone kiss your ass. So you have to be kind of choosy. Antiquarians have been doing me solid. And again, as you can see, we're always going to take the antiquarians up, up, and up. And I think there's another one. I just can't think of the name of them. probably the scavengers, that literally will always go up with you because, again, you are constantly allowing them to scavenge your shit. So that's an amazing upgrade for you. But the point is, you should be probably writing these down and saying, oh, I have this many for the Antiquarians, Tower of Knowledge, the Arcanium, Circle of Denantir, and anyone else that's not on that list, and say, what's my best interaction? You know, who should I fucking turn more of this shit in? For example, Circle of Denantir, we know has some decent stuff, and we have a lot of the stuff that Circle of Denantir shows up on. So I should go talk to them, for example, first. Well, some things that are specific to only them. Again, you will increase their standing whether you want to or not, because if you, well, assuming you walk around and give it to them, because there's no one else that'll take this. So again, you might as well give it to them. But you have, see again, the Tower of Knowledge is here a few times. The Arcanium shows up. The Antiquarians, of course, are popular. Anything else? Nope, seems to be just those four for this character anyway. Now for the other characters, again, the same deal applies. When we go through and start looking for some of the stuff that we might have, there might be something like a necklace or some shit that they want. Probably not. I've usually keep doing a good job making sure it stays on them, but brother might even have something over here. Take a quick gander. No. Wand. The backpacks, we can probably start getting rid of that shit now. She's pretty limited. Yeah, so basically it's all kept on her. And that's fine. We just, again, we needed to make that decision. So now let's make that decision, shall we? So again, we know that we said that Antiquarians, Tower of Knowledge, Arcanium, and Circle of Denantir. If we went to Circle of Denantir right now and just dumped everything that we could on them that they're willing to take, and that still leave us some stuff, because again, there's stuff in here that wasn't Circle. Let's see if I can find it. Here's one. There's two. So again, Antiquarians, Tower of Knowledge, Antiquarians, Tower of Knowledge. So I have two things that could either increase my standing with the Antiquarians or the Tower of Knowledge. Now notice how the Antiquarians is already in the green in a really good way. And again, it's always going to go up for us because again, we're their boy, quite frankly. So they love us. But I would like to get Tower of Knowledge up so that we can get some stuff with them. But again, same thing with Circle of Denantir. I'd like to get some of their stuff up. As you can see, we're doing okay, but with a big dump of like 3 or 4 items to these motherfuckers, you know, they could be kissing our asshole. But Arcanium is another one, again, that is important. There's only 1, 2, 3 of them, though. And again, we could do Circle of Denantir once, the Arcanium 3 times, Tower of Knowledge a couple times, or the Antiquarians a couple times. Again, our choice. It's up to you. Let's go, what I would recommend is you go to each of those people and see what they have. So don't sell them anything. They'll give you the option of saying, oh, you want to give us your shit? And you, no, fuck off, asshole. I don't want to talk to you. But you go over and like talk to them and say, let me see your wares. And you can see what's locked behind the wall of, you're not cool enough to get my best shit. So here's the Circle of Denantir, for example.
Deputies, do you have anything for the circle?
And this is where you say, what about this? But no, we're going to do, can I see your wares?
We do require your services.
Now, look at all the shit that, again, we're not good enough to get. We may not even have the money, but for the ones that we do have enough money, again, we have 1,400 and change. You have 1,100 here. They won't sell us this chainmail of sturdiness or whatever the hell this thing is. So again, if you want to know what that is, hold down Alt. Again, a slightly better armor, and that's all it really is. Magical. Stealth disadvantage is still a thing. You have to have a certain amount of strength to even wear it. But it's a solid armor upgrade. But no dex bonus. Again, so our half-foot is actually better as far as I'm concerned for a dex-based character. If you go through the list, the way I would recommend it is you go through the list. Instead of the big list all at once, go through 1, 2, or 3. And on down. Because again, it gives you a good feel for what they have. So for example, these characters have a lot of scrolls. All of them do. Or at least almost all of the people you'll talk to have scrolls. So this is not that impressive. You go over to the armor, and you can see we have, again, the adamantine plate armor, which we still can't even afford. A breastplate +1, which again is nice. But, you know, with the half plate +1 that we got right now is better. So that's what's currently equipped, and I like that they even labeled that above you so you can see currently equipped. Again, we have a variety of things here. Dwarven plate. Now we're talking. Advantage on strength, athletics, ability checks when shoving the bear. Ooh, now see, now that'd be something of value. We have Colfan and chain. Again, nothing real fancy here, just medium armor. Minimal strength to even wear it. We have leather armor, plate, a nice +2 shield though, and a nice +2 leather armor. Finally, that'd be something that we could give, say, for example, to her, if we could afford it, of course. This is an example of what I'm saying when you want to decide who to increase your standing with. Now, here's the circle of Denantier contacts for weapon upgrades. The nice little battle axe, a dagger, great axe. So just some +1 stuff, nothing really outstanding. But if you really needed to like work your way into having a good goddamn weapon, see that has a special name. Let's see, is there anything fancy about it? No. Okay. The only reason I say that because this is a Manicalan Morningstar versus a Morningstar. Well, this is a Morningstar +2. So they have some +1, +2 items. Nothing superhumanly fancy here. So again, maybe not the person you'd want to talk to. Let's see if we can find the Arcanum. And they want to talk to us too. So I guess while we're over here, we might as well go chitty chit chat with them. What up, Chaplain? We probably have a quest that we're turning in.
Clear skies, adventurers.
Take a look.
Stay in the light, adventurers.
Oh, we had to return in a quest. So the apostasy. And again, something that we needed. Let's actually take a quick gander. How close we're to leveling up. We leveled up recently, so we're only about a quarter of the way there, maybe a third. Who else was we had Antiquarians. Of course, we have the Council. I suppose we should turn in our quests when we have the opportunity. But of course, don't forget your bush over here that likes to replenish itself. I know this sounds silly, but hey, man, free shit is free shit. You just got to run with it, you know. We'll talk to everybody as far as those 4 vendors, make a decision, and then turn in our ship. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Let's turn in. Well, let's actually, while we're over here, let's just go talk to this person over here, the Antiquarians. And again, if you go to your, let's see, it's a journal. You can go to your factions and see how good you are. Notice the Antiquarians, for example, us. We're in the Brotherhood, man. We got a +61 going on right now. You are important and influential in the faction. Joins you in battle. Merchant rebate 20%. Notice this shit. This is important here. So again, this is going to be something that we see repeatedly. And again, right now the scavengers are even better. This is the other one that I was telling you about that wasn't on the list. But again, they don't really sell us stuff, but they do help us quite a bit. And again, pretty damn badass. Then we have, we're a living legend with the Principality. That's the one I couldn't think of. The one that we're, the main story that we're basically helping these people. So they kiss our butthole. They love us. But I've yet to see any of these people sell us anything. So, again, if we ever find a merchant for these guys, that could be awesome. But the Principality, it wasn't one that I think I ever found. The ones that I have found are these 4. So the Tower of Knowledge, the Circle, the Arcanium, and the Antiquarians. Now notice how the Arcanium, we're behind. Same with the Circle of Denantier. You know, they're sympathetic. Tower of Knowledge is even worse from those 3. But again, a nice 3-point bump to Arcanium might put us in enough good standing where we may not be necessarily Brotherhood material, but maybe we get like a 10% discount, or they unlock some of their better goods. Just saying, there's some shit there that could be happening. But if I really push that Antiquarians, as we'll see, the Antiquarians are right here. Let's see what's locked behind their wall, because right now we're doing pretty goddamn good with those guys.
Clear skies, my friends. You have some treasure in your backpacks?
Shut up. I just want to find out what you got.
We do require your services.
Now, again, you can see the bag of holding. And again, part of that might be because, again, we're broke. We don't have enough money. I don't think that that's the case, though, because I think it's a different icon. Yeah, like, see this one here? Doesn't have the red circle with the line through it. We don't have enough money, so we can't buy it, so it's grayed out. But the circle implies that you're not good enough yet. So, again, you need Living Legend to purchase this item. Hell, it even says it if you hover over it. So again, we can work towards that. And that's a nice item, as you can see, to have. Again, bag of holdings for everybody would be better than the handy haversacks. But that thing is a nice little item as well. Again, as you just clearly saw today. What did that increase our carrying capacity? Was it like 1.4% or something silly? It was a ridiculous upgrade. Where's your backpack's not over here? What the hell? That seems odd. Am I just missing? Oh, there it is. Bag, yeah, she has the bag of holding. Carrying capacity multiplier times 3. Handy haversack, on the other hand, is times 1.8. Again, not amazing, but it'll get you through in a pinch. And the fact that we have one character that doesn't have that, this means this is probably something we should probably buy for her. But again, we're working our way towards increasing our standing. So again, built fire giant strength. That's a 25 strength stat. That's a fucking huge increase. It's pricey, little bastard, but again, be worth it. Boots of levitation requires attunement, of course, with a short rest. We can cast levitate every hour. That's awesome. If that's really a thing in this game, and like literally if it keeps track of time to that magnitude, that's pretty badass. Now levitation is nothing more than up and down, but again, you put that on, say, like your bowmen, and freaking have them just fly up in the goddamn sky and just poop, 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 and now they can't get melee. That's kind of nice. What other stuff are we missing out on? We're missing out on the Cloak of Arachnida. That sounds awesome. One charge, recharges at dawn. Requires attunement, short rest. Resistant to poison, damage is halved. Can move along walls. Cannot be restrained by webs. We haven't seen that yet in this game, so that's kind of cool. Can pass without trace, one charge. So that's what the charge is for. So again, even without the charge, it's useful. You're having your poison damage. You can like climb on walls like a spider monkey, which is freaking badass. And again, it's the same thing that we saw with those other guys, which is pretty freaking slick. What else we got? We got the Cloak of Elvenkind, so bonus to stealth. Requires attunement, perception, ability checks. Oh, disadvantage on wisdom, perception, ability checks when spotting the bearer. So that means us, obviously. So again, when you're wearing the cloak, the bad guys have a disadvantage to spotting you, which is again something you'd put on, say, like your rogue, obviously. And again, we got other stuff that we still have access to. Manual of bodily health. These guys here, gainful exercise and the quickness of action. For those of you that don't know, this was a staple in D&D where, like, literally, if you wanted a fighter, everybody always wondered why it is their fighter couldn't get better than a certain amount of strength, of dex, of con. And the wizards and everybody else just these are getting like magical gifts up the yin yang, so like they're fucking intelligence of like 19 and higher and just doing shit that humans shouldn't be able to do, because 18, if you remember your original D&D anyway, was the cap out stat. So to get to those level 9 spells, you had to do something to get to a 19 intelligence. Well, again, it was easier for wizards and sorcerers to get to 19 for intelligence or charisma or what have you. They decided a while back to add these manuals that you could randomly find in your adventuring, and those would literally be a permanent buff to whatever stat the manual was for. So again, you see we have a manual for each of your physical ones. Well, you're like, well, that's great for those guys. What about the wizards? Well, they have something different. They have a tome. And again, theirs is for charisma, for intelligence, for wisdom. And again, it can be for your fighter. You could pass every last one of these fucking books to your fighter. You can only read them once, and once you're done, you get the buff, and the tome like disintegrates or some shit. And as such, you get basically a permanent plus 2 to any of the physical or mental stats, depending on the tome or the book that you read. So again, if you gave all 6 of these to your fighter, you have a plus 2 to every one of your goddamn stats forever more. Which is, again, pretty nice upgrade, right? A lot of people look at it and go, oh, it only lasts for an hour. Because if you look at it, like you alt, and it says there's a specific duration for 4 hours. That's not 4 hours that it lasts. It's 4 hours to read it. So you're burning up 4 hours of your day basically reading this fucking book. So what? Fucking do that times, was it 6? That's 24 hours. That's a day burnt just to have a plus 2 to all your stats. Fuck, that's money. That's totally worth it. And again, you see we're getting a discount on that shit because it's supposed to be $5,000. We're getting that 20% discount, I think, right now. So again, if we kiss their asshole, we'll get a 30% discount. These will go be even cheaper, which would be nice. And that could be a nice way for us to take, say, a character that didn't give them, say, the best wisdom ever, but say they were like a ranger or a cleric or something that needs wisdom, and I can just find the wisdom tome and fucking hand that off to them and fucking like get them to the next level. You know, their plus 2 to wisdom to get them to a higher level so they can cast the upper spells, for example. But again, that's what I would do when I'm looking at this stuff to see. So what am I missing? Oh man, boy, really nice to get that. And here's another example of something that, as far as an ingredient would go, it'd be nice because we could buy it with a standing that we'd have, and we'd have the ability to craft that kick-ass item that incorporates the shard of ice, which I'm assuming is probably pretty goddamn badass, based on the price anyway. So again, you can see it is of value to hunt to get that bargain. Let's actually turn in our quest, though, first, and then we'll find those other 2 vendors and see what they have to offer, and then make our final decision, shall we? What you gotta say for yourself there, Lord?
Honorable members of the Council, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Lord Keenmind has the floor.
Honorable members of the Council, we at the Arcaneum have gathered crucial information about this crown. This is indeed the crown of the Magister, belonging to Casenax, eternal soul of the 8 traditions, 9th and last Magister of the Manichaean Arcaneum. At the time, there were 8 Masters of Magic, one for each of the old schools. In time of need, each Master lent their gem to the Magister, the head of the Arcaneum. Placed in the crown, they granted additional powers that enabled the Magister to cast spells or perform rituals of incredible power, such as the closing of the rift from Tirmar. Indeed, now, there is some debate about whether the crown, with all its gems, could possibly open another rift, or even reopen the previous one.
Nonsense. The rift has been closed for a millennium.
Solasta paid a high enough price for that.
Have you been to the Badlands recently?
Order! Marshal Sunblaze has the floor.
For our part, now that the existence of Sor Akath on Solasta has been confirmed, we have gathered proof that they are operating everywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, including here, in the Principality of Masgarth.
Impossible!
The Sorax are looking for the crown and its gems. That cannot be a coincidence.
A powerful artifact, certainly. But reopening the rift? It took all the gods of Tirmar to open it.
No one knows for sure what the crown can do.
It's just a theory. As you know, it protects itself from our divination spells. That is one of its mysterious powers.
Then why would the Sorax think they know better?
Because they're Sorax. Their foul god, Sortar, knows. He is guiding them. We tried to leave him, and them, behind on Tirmar. It seems we failed. Their people, their culture, they must have been obsessing about this for 1,000 years. While we spent that time fighting each other, they had to stick together and hide to survive.
Fables and conjectures!
Perhaps.
But can we take the risk?
The crown must be secured.
The crown belongs to those who found it. Those are the rules. The quest for the gems should be completed. Only this way can we learn more about the crown and its powers.
These deputies, well, they're not strong enough. No offense.
Tell that to the crown. And they've done well enough so far, wouldn't you say?
This is
Compensating not
nonsense.
permitted.
Maybe the deputies would like to speak. After all, they are members of the council now, aren't they?
Give us weapons. We'll continue the quest. You should trust us more. The crown is ours. Crown is ours.
We didn't change our mind about the crown. It's ours.
You understand, though. It is your responsibility to keep the crown out of the wrong hands.
The crown chose us. I doubt it would do any good to anyone else.
Oh, so you're experts in Manichaean sorcery now, hey?
I can only concur. You have a responsibility, and it's more important than ownership.
If that is all, may we conclude?
I'd like to say a word, if that is appropriate.
Of course, Your Highness. We're listening.
I think our brave deputies shouldn't be, sleeping in a city inn. We have a very comfortable residence near the palace. They would be safer there, don't you think? That would be our part in supporting the quest.
Your Highness, I must remind you that your decisions as head of state are not subject to council approval.
Oh, right.
Might I suggest that you reiterate your offer outside these walls?
Of course. I beg the council's pardon.
Not at all, Your Highness.
Then I think that is all?
Thank you. The Legacy Council is now in recess.
Yeah.
A word, please, deputies.
Sure.
Her Royal Highness asked me to reiterate her offer to accommodate you at the palace residence.
I'm not sure what that is.
A house for plenipotentiaries, emissaries, and other guests of the court.
It's an honor.
You don't say.
Where is this residence?
In the palace. Ask for Ravensworth, a royal butler. He'll show you. Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain.
Laws. I speak to somebody. Go to the council. We did that already. Path to Glory. Visit the residence. Oh yeah, we got a new place to freaking hang our hat. Oh, fucking awesome. Oh, where was that at? Wasn't the embassy? Monetary, no. Oh, we got a mayor wants to talk to us. Finally. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, that's the butler. Let's go, oh, actually, hold up. We got fast travel. Fast travel. Whoop. What up, yo? Suddenly I'm important and interesting, huh? Well, what do you got to say for yourself, Mayor?
Lady Brightspark, how may we help you?
You could start by not calling me that.
As you wish.
I have a messy business on my desk, and your name's on it.
My name?
It's an inheritance, with a bunch of people contesting the will.
What? Who died?
The Honorable Joan Tannerson.
Oh. I see.
Family?
She was my mentor. A renowned lawyer. You're a lawyer? Do I look like a lawyer? Wouldn't put it past you. What is the mess exactly?
Tannerson left you everything, according to the will. Her children aren't happy, and the notary is very annoying. So please, do something. Anything. Just make them stop harassing me. I have more important things to deal with.
Perhaps I should talk to the children first.
Do whatever you want, as long as it shuts this notary up.
Right. Thank you, my lady.
Alright, looks like another side quest. Yeah, she's pissy. I don't like her. But we just inherited some shit. Fucking awesome. Alright, where's my thing? No. Oh, we still got someone over here. Here, actually, do we have someone? Oh, that must be new. Oh, I wonder if that's one of the kids. Okay. We have someone there. I don't know if that's new or not. We got someone there. We got someone there. All right, let's read these names here. Hold on. We got Adria, Stig. Good name, Stig. Drew. What's that one up here? And Lyria. Of course, we have the butler, Bradford, Ravensworth. That's where we're headed next. What up, yo?
Your rooms are ready.
Sure, go ahead. Let's check out our new digs. Got me a base operations. Yeah.
You. I know you.
What?
You were at the embassy. An aide or something?
You're mistaken. I'm a council deputy.
You can't fool me. I never forget a face.
What's going on, friend?
Never mind.
That same week, the Galavan envoy somehow got hold of our plans for the trade treaty.
Stop bothering us. We're guests of the princess.
Yeah, that's a success.
He's a Belmont. Be careful. They're a powerful family in the Snow Alliance.
This isn't over. Now I found you. We'll settle this.
Ooh, ominous.
Anything we should know? Old story. Look, if this is going to be a problem, we need to fix it together.
I agree.
All right, then. I'll need to see someone at the Galavan embassy.
Alright. Sounds like something bad has happened. Okay. Sounds like they're accusing her of some shit, quite frankly. Let's hammer on that alt button a little bit here, see if we can't find any hidden treasure or whatever. Like maybe there's another bush. Oh, looks like we got, oh my, stuff and things in here. What you got for me? Just storage. Oh, nope, taking it. That's my loot. I left it here. What do you got here? Ooh, Oil of Acuteness, a shield +1, scale armor +1, ring of the Lightbringers, cast shine 3 times per day. Nice, nice. Winged ring. Ooh. And a magnificent dagger. We're looting all that shit. You better believe that. Cool beans, cool beans. Man, I really wish I would have got these things sooner. So it looks like we have multiple places just to take a nap. So clicking on any of these is probably good enough just to make the party rest, which of course we should do. But we still have stuff to turn in, and it looks like that don't go anywhere that way. Kicking, man. Looking like our new pad. Let's actually look at that loot real quick. Oh, matter of fact, I think I saw something magnificent, so that means we probably need to do our ritual of touch magic. 10 minutes, please. And now I know everything there is to know, almost, except for identify. So, go back, check it out again. What you got for me, hon? Look for that question mark. That's what we're looking for. Right there. Yeah, magical properties, bitch. Anything else? You know, the Lightbringer, she has that one right now herself. We had another ring that I saw that was on our list, right? Jewel ring. No, there it is. Yeah, winged ring. Yeah, we need to know about that. So we got 2 identifies at least to cast. So, again, back out of here. Do another ritual. Identify. And again, make sure you click the character. Only do 1 at a time. Downside of this. That's okay. And again, I don't mind that it's a quick enough cutscene. Oh, a nice +2 dagger. You know we're giving that to. Another ritual. Identify, and again, we want to find out about that ring. Where'd you go? Pretty now. Oh, yeah, and it is a ring of feather falling. What? That's kind of cool. All right, let's take a look at that. See if that needs to be attuned or anything. Yeah, it requires attunement. We can deal with that shit later. But the dagger, like we said, we wanted to pass that off, and that's going to her. The reason it's going to her, she already has a +1 dagger, we might as well upgrade. For those of you that don't know, she is one of the few characters that not only is routinely wielding 2 daggers, both of them being magical as of late. One does some epic cold damage, 1d8 anyway, and that's been significant, don't kid yourself. And that's really, really been nice for her. But the other dagger was just a simple +1, so having it go up to +2 now, again, remember that's a +2 to your swing and +2 to your damage. Boom, boom, big increase for us right there. A much better chance for her to hit. And this is the dagger that when she throws a dagger, I refuse to make her throw both. She throws one, and then we switch back to having just the one in her main hand. So she throws her offhand dagger first. So this one gets chucked, hits the target or misses, whatever happens, and then we melee with the last one. And again, the reason that is important for us is when we do that, remember that frees up her hand so that she has access now to her spells. So there's reasons behind the madness for some of the stuff that we do. Now we have another +1 dagger, and again, something that we could do with that, even though it's not the best scenario, he as a wizard has access to using a dagger. He's not great at it, but he's not strong, so using that staff has always been stupid, you know, because again, the quarterstaff, while it hits, and when he does hit with it, it hits hard, and it is versatile, which means he can go from one-handed to two-handed, which is part of the reason quarterstaffs were nice, because he could cast spells with it still in his little fingies. But it was heavy, it was cumbersome, it wasn't magical in any nature, and again, sometimes creatures just need magic weapons to straight up hurt their asses, so we really need to kind of focus on shit like that. So let's give him a piece of magical gear besides his innate magical talent. As far as attunement, he has not attuned the sigil ring of abjuration. I think we got that from our dragon buddy. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, +1 to saving throws, +1 armor class, can cast a spell magic. Yeah, we need to attune that shit. And of course, he has the crown, and you can see what it's been giving him. He's been giving a lot of bonuses, which is really, really nice. So we need to deal with some of that mess. Let us actually rest. I don't want to have to deal with this crap. Let's get everybody in nappy nap bed by time. Long rests. Alright, so let's see. Attune item. She already has 2. Nope, close. Attune an item. She has 2 of 3. And 1 is a ring, headband of intellect. gauntlets of ogre power, and I can give her, say, the Featherfall ring. I still want to keep him with the ring of the sigil ring of abjuration, I think, because that dispelled magic. But Featherfall, again, really, really nice for her. And the reason that matters is, again, if she's in the front ranks and she has the tendency to get shoved around and gets thrown off a fucking cliff, Featherfall activates. Ideally is what I think this is going to tell us, just for free. Cannot be hurt by falls. Yeah, it just says it right there. So again, let's have her do that one. I'm cool with that. Close that up. His turn. Time to attune, buddy. And you're getting your sigil ring of abjuration. Now, what we need to do... Damn it. I want to see if this stacks with the saving throw bonus from his crown, is the thing that worries me here, because it's a +2 already from the crown. If it stacks, then we're at +3. That's awesome. If it doesn't stack, that sucks, and I don't know if we can actually tell that, but let's just do it. So that's everybody attuned. It needs to be. We don't need to prepare any spells. Close some shit up. So everybody's healed. Everybody's got their spells back. We're fully charged and ready to rock and roll. Leave the area, please. Let's see if I'm going to go to the screen and check his stats, the wizard stats, and see if we can tease out whether we are stacking that saving throw bonus. I don't know that it'll tell us. And while it would be nice if the devs thought of every possible contingency of shit that you might need to know, I can't really fault them for like missing out on like one or two things like this, because again, there's so many things in this game. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. The fact that they've done as good a job as they have is pretty impressive, I'd say. So let's see. Hit dice, move, and initiative. Armor class. We'll get the bracers of defense, the sigil ring, and dexterity. So that's all working. What was the crown giving us? Saving throws, intimidation checks, saving throws against transportation spells are +2, +2 against necromancy, and +2 against abjuration. Jesus, we're crushing those. And you got to assume that those don't stack with a +1 up above. But again, who knows? Doesn't say saving throws. There we go. Yeah. Crown, ring. See it? Go devs, you guys fucking are awesome. Oh, look, that dexterity save is a fucking +8. Yo, I'm beefy. Ooh, that aura protection, those helping a ton. Nice +7 for con. Intelligence is a +11. Oh, you're just beastie. And a nice +9 for wisdom. And again, that's because you see these little helmet things here, letting you know that that's basically proficiency with those saving throws. Those are really nice. If you're a traditional wizard, I don't know about traditional. If you were a smart wizard, which I would assume you are, con would be another important stat. For those of you that don't understand why, remember this game has, not attunement, what's that special word? Concentration. Concentration on your spell is dictated by saving throws against your con stat. So if you've taken enough damage, and like say I'm levitating a character up in the sky, like our ranger, to shoot down at the bad guys, that's a concentration spell. I have to keep my concentration so he or she can literally levitate or fly or whatever concentration spell I have on them. If I get smacked around and I take damage, there's a saving throw, and it's a con saving throw to make sure that you keep your concentration. So again, having a nice high con stat, that would be, first say like an Eldritch Knight type build, even for that matter, because again, those are spells you don't want falling off you, like your Shield of Faith, your Shield spell, well, not Shield spell in this game, but other spells like that, where it's concentration based and it's protecting you. You don't want that gone. You don't want to lose that shit. You don't take that from me. That's mine. I'm keeping that fucking spell. So having a high con stat, and of course having a high con saving throw multiplier or modifiers is a really nice upgrade for your character. So if you can get proficiency in it like we have for intelligence and wisdom, highly recommended. And again, rant over, but that's something you guys should be looking into. We got all kinds of quests now, man. Oh, Jesus. Let's find those other people though first before we start doing those quests. So we have this Arcanium. We definitely want to talk to the Arcanium, and this is the Tower of Knowledge. So let's Temple Quarter. We even have someone over here to deal with, so let's actually deal with that too while we're in the area. That is Drew. But let's go with the tower first. And again, we have a few things. Or a couple.
How are you today? Do you have some lovely loot from the Badlands?
See you where.
We do require your services.
Show me your shit. And again, we don't have the best standing with these people. But again, if you just look at what they have to offer, it's one thing, one category. Tower of Knowledge is basically all about books, crafting, which is not insignificant, and scrolls. So we got crafting scroll of Wall of Fire. So again, literally the ability to craft it. But we still would have to have, if I understand this correctly, you still have to have access to the spell, which means you need to not only have this crafting item, but you'd also have, like our wizard, for example, would have to have Wall of Fire in his spell book so that he could craft it. So this is not everything, I don't think. But you can see nothing but scrolls and crafting gear. It looks like all crafting gear. Crafting. And then we get into the scrolls. Crafting the poison bolts and stuff like that. Crafting dark stab. And you can see we don't have a lot of now with these people. And again, we're limited by what we have access to. So quite a bit. So the question is the Tower of Knowledge, is crafting these specific scrolls can be of value to you? I can't say yes or no for anybody. For me, I don't think it's that important. Let's talk to Drew. What do you guys say, Drew? Buddy!
Drew, how are you holding up?
Oh look, it's the famous heir. Should I bow?
Listen, I have no idea.
Oh, of course. It's just bad luck that you got everything.
Can we talk?
Just talk to my lawyer. Oh, wait.
He's a dick.
He needs a smack in the mouth.
Yes.
He's grieving. I'll give him something to grieve over.
My team is unsympathetic. Dude just lost his mom, I think. Kind of shitty. Maybe he's a prick and maybe mom knew better. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's a weird quest. Let's actually talk to our scavengers too before we forget. Like I said, actually we want to talk to this too because we may have completed something over here. It's a weird quest in that no one likes talking about fucking families dying, and they certainly don't like talking about how mom didn't love me enough to leave me anything, because that's kind of shitty. And who knows what parents are thinking, or hell, anyone's thinking at any given time. So I don't know how she's going to handle this. Let's just pause it and talk about this for a second. I don't know how she would handle this, if this is even going to give us an option to make a decision. But it's one of those where you have to weigh the decision based on stuff like, this is what the dead person, this was their final wish, right? Like their last request. Do you go against that? Do you piss off the entire fucking family too? Because that's also what we're saying here. And you're basically screwing over all her children. Maybe she wanted this so that you would be friends with the kids, and therefore when you give it back to them, the kids like you more. I don't know. Again, it's who the hell knows what the hell they were thinking at any given time, and especially when they're probably dying and maybe not thinking clearly. It's a real sticky situation, and I can't imagine this is going to end well no matter how we freaking handle it. Sounds like we have multiple siblings to talk to. I wonder if it's going to be these two are pricks, this one's nice, let's just leave it to that one. That would be interesting. If we just leave it to everybody, or if we just say, fuck you, it's mine, I'm keeping it. Because, whatever. It's the law. I'm allowed. But it's weird, right? I think we can all agree that's super weird. Alright. Any quests in progress? Ooh, we got the Collector, level 6, level 8, and level 6. Let's read these. The Collector. Scavengers reported the sigil of the Imperial First Legion has been found on the ruined outpost you found near Palain. Return there and find any item that might have been part of the equipment of a soldier of this legion. Client, the Arcanium. Reward 1 pearl, a pair of bracers of sparkles, and from anything level. Yeah, we'll take that. Sure. What else you got for me? You can grab all these. I like this part too, the fact we can have more than one. Runs in the family. Lord Denanter wants you to retrieve an item from the ruins around Adrastea's fortress. He believes one of his ancestors lived there. Find anything that proves this and bring it back. 1 pearl worth 100 gold pieces. 3 level 5 spell scrolls. Okay. Recommended level 8. You better believe we want that one. That's some XP right there. We're not level 8, by the way. Then we have, lastly, the Magister's amulet. The Arcanium experts believe an amulet belonging to the Magister might be located inside the Manicalan ruin where you found the crown. Search the tower's library and return the amulet. Client, the Arcanium, reward 4 gems worth 50 gold pieces. A ring of resistance and necrotic damage, on the other hand. Yes, please. And that was a level 6 one. Fucking tits. I love it when we get new spells. gonna be really, really nice to get that 3 level 5 spells, because by the time we get to that point, I imagine we will be level 9, and that is level 5 spells. That's just the cap for us, by the way. As a wizard, level 5 is the highest we can get for spells in this game. Damn shame. Still fun.
Clear skies, my friends.
No, I forget. We don't talk to her. We actually talk to the board next to her.
For us. Stay in the light, my friends.
Yeah, these guys love us. Alright, new. Mac Allen ruins. Completed. Ooh, hell yeah. Now this will be where, again, completed allows us to go back and grab shit. So we have unidentified potion. Potion of healing. Probably don't need that one. Basic poison. Probably don't need that one either. Let's check all this stuff out. I want that serpentine. I don't think it would... orc. Great, actually, seeing that. That's different. Let's grab that one. Just one. Short bow. I think it would literally tell us if there was something magical or at least unique about it in an orc mace. Of course that. Bunch of arrows. Crossbow bolts. Coins that we're not allowed to have. Okay. And other than that, we're selling everything else off and we're getting 252 bucks. Sounds good. So again, we're back to being flush with cash. Prime Great Axe, the Orc Great Axe. Well, it's 1d12, but it has to be two-handed. You seen this? We just got ourselves 10 arrows, so we better pass those off. That's something that we definitely needed, because her arrow supply is getting kind of low as of late. We need to start using these damn poison arrows that she has, and because we got all that kinds of those things too. Oh, cool beans. Cool beans. I'm happy with that. Let's close that out. Alright, so, again, doing well. We got Stig, Andrea. Oh, we still got to talk to this guy. Let's come over to this dude first. Wanted to finish our who we're going to sell shit to, right? So we already know that the Tower of Knowledge, we can give a rat's ass about those doofuses. We come over here, though, and this is the last guy, the Arcanium. And I was kind of keen on the Arcanium, if I remember correctly. It was them or Circle of Denantier was probably our favorite
Clear
choices.
skies, adventurers. Anything new for the Arcanium?
Possibly. Let me see what you got to sell.
Require your services.
Give me your shit. Alright, what we got here. Again, let's look at... Well, they have weapons. Now, notice that they have primed weapons. So this allows us to better craft. So if we're missing something like, well, we really needed that prime mace, we can never find one, this will be an option at some point. Prime battle axe, prime rapier, and so forth. So they're crafting shit so far. Same with prime leather. So again, crafting. And again, I'm almost okay with that, because we're finding recipes, we're knowing how to make this stuff, we just can't seem to find the fucking gear that allows us to make them. So the fact that they would sell it to us at some point is of value. Notice how they have, again, scrolls, not surprising. So again, once we unlock that ability, we haven't unlocked anything from these fucktards. This would allow us to like flesh out his spellbook more, which you gotta appreciate that. We have, of course, pearls, but that's pricey. It's a $100 pearl, so to sell it to 110 bucks is kind of shit. And again, once you buy one, you don't need them again, I don't think, because he doesn't have spells that chew up the pearl. It's used, it's not consumed with the spell. Notice that they do have a primed longbow, and that's under a different category than weapons for some reason. And so again, another upgrade here. I'm ambivalent to him versus the Circle of Denantier. Oh, we have someone down here to talk to as well. Who's this? Andrea. Oh, we never did finish talking with Arwen. Merton. Yo, Arwie. What up, yo? This is one of his quest things.
Hello, Arwen.
Arwen? We're friends now? I'll keep calling you Kid, I think.
Suit yourself. I suppose you know the name Corporan.
You bet.
Apparently, you're indebted to someone there. An elf ranger. She calls herself Bitterroot.
Oh, really?
Something to do with her mood, maybe.
She said you owe her a child.
She's crazy.
We just said we'd bring the message. She's still waiting.
Yeah, thanks for the message. Maybe you would like to share a story with us?
No, I don't.
You didn't take her child away from her.
You're out of line. I'd step back if I were you.
All right, it's none of our business. She gave us this for you.
Oh, my sword.
What? I don't believe it. She went back for it.
Feel more like talking now?
Get out.
Sorry about that, I had a sneeze. Okay. Interesting. Well, we lost our weapon. Boo! It's okay. We got more. That's why we have the battle axe of cuteness. It's a cute battle axe. Alright, we do have the prime great axe too. We gotta get some of these weapons upgraded, I'm thinking. Oh, we needed to sell off some gear as well, so you know that that's going to be a thing that we do today as well. Sorry if this is a little boring running around today, guys. We'll get to adventures here before too long, but you know, we got a bunch of side quests just pop up out of nowhere. Let's get Adria. What do you got to say for yourself, huh?
Adria, how are you?
Well, sad, of course. You?
Thanks for asking. A bit down, of course. She taught me so much.
I know. She was proud of you.
Thank you. Listen, this will. It bothers me. I really don't want to quarrel with you and your siblings.
I'm afraid you won't have a choice. Lyria is a lying bitch, and Drew is a tactless jerk.
What would you do with the inheritance?
Me? Share it with the other two sharks, just to stay alive.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Can't really blame her for that. Familial harmony and all that. Kind of a shit fucking situation, though, I'm telling you what. We had someone right outside the door. Yes, we did. We had someone called Stig. Now, Stig wasn't one of the names that she just whispered about her family. We gotta talk to her. I think this is her other family. Lyria, yeah, so we still have to talk to them. And then we need to make that hard decision to turn shit in. But we also have this guy, Stig, over here. What's he about? Was this her quest? Or she had that weird interaction with a dwarf who apparently knew her.
Hey, Shorty. You in the army?
Don't call me that. I'm a royal guard, you know.
You? Really? The princess and all?
Yeah. Those your friends?
We are. How do you know each other?
You didn't tell them? We were in the city guard together.
And we both upgraded.
Anyway, I need help. I think someone's rotten in the guard.
That's reassuring.
We have important things to do, mind you.
Hey, Stig is my friend.
Fine.
I need to go. Meet me at the palace entrance when you have time.
Palace entrance, huh? Alright. Very cryptic. Let's go talk to the last sister. I'm gonna do a fast travel over here just to zippy this part along. Fast travel. What's up, Lyria? Where are you at? She was here a second ago. Oh, she's over there. Yeah. What's up, Runt? What you got to say for yourself? Mom loves me best. That's why she left me everything. That's how that works.
Lyria, I'm so very sorry for your loss.
Oh, you're that... Well, I knew she liked you, but...
Frankly, this all seems like a prank.
Right? That's what I told the notary. Goodbye.
These people.
Yeah, no shit. But they just had like everything fucking snagged off from under them. I can't say as I blame them for fucking hating your guts. Let's check that journal. Oh, we got Stig over here too. Hold on a second. Journal. What do we got that just popped up there for stuff? We got quest for information. We still haven't done that. Bitterroot's treasure map. Find the Silent Whisper base. Oh yeah, it's from Bitterroot, the one we turned the sword in for. Shadow of the Defiler. Find Ryzen and destroy him. Defiler who nests nearby our tower. Yeah, that's the dragon. Asked us to do this one. That's the one we definitely want to track. Let's do that now. Law is the law. We stig. Heritage of distrust. Go to the notary. He's waiting in Tannerson's mansion, where only Adria still lives. You know the place well. Go there and sign the papers with the notary. Oh, shit. Adria is the one that I like. So if it gives me a choice for fucking all three or just Adria, I'm probably going to give it to Adria. She was very understanding. Go to the Galavan Embassy. Oh, yeah, that's the Shorty's quest. All right, yeah. We need to do that still. Collector. Return to the Imperial Outpost. Runs in the family. Return to the Fortress of the Shield. Master's Amulet. Find the amulet. Jesus Christ, we got all kinds of shit suddenly. All right, who are we turning in shit to? Let's make this decision. Circle of Denantier sounded okay. I did like the Antiquarians, and again, there's some cool shit there. So let's actually do that first. We'll give everything we can to them. Anything left over, we'll give to him, to the Circle of Denantier. And then if there's anything else left, we'll do it to whoever they are.
Clear skies, my friends. You have some treasure in your backpacks?
We sure do. What about this?
See what you think of this.
So we can decide what to give them. Oh, Jesus, look at all this shit. Elf Wars, Poem, Magic Weapon, Ancient Manifest.
See you next time, friends.
Fuck yeah. So, Journal, let's take a look at our relationship now with the Antiquarians. Ooh, living legend. I like seeing that shit. Dungeon Bale Merchant 30%. I think that's about as good as it gets, baby.